Greetings, roller coaster fanatics, and welcome out to a Fan Facts the Ride, where I ride the ride and give you the facts. So here we go. I haven't actually really done a wooden coaster on my Fan Facts the Ride segment, and I really felt bad. I was just like, wow, I'm leaving all the good wooden coasters out. So we're going to have a wooden coaster featured, and that is Lightning Racer located at Hershey Park, because we're moving along with some of the coasters that I have been to for 2016. Now, I rode Lightning Racer back in 2015 and 2013, and the past few times I have been to Hershey Park, but this is a lot more better review now that I finally have ridden in 2016, and I really have fully fleshed out this experience. I've ridden in the front row, I've ridden in the back row. I personally do not want to ride the middle row because that wouldn't really help out this review at all, but the front row and back row are perfect. So here we go. Let's start with the overall facts. So Lightning Racer was one of those millennial coasters like Millennium Force and the Superman Ride of Steels and some other amazing roller coasters that I just can't remember off the top of my head. Lightning Racer came out. It opened up May 13th, 2000. This is a dueling wooden roller coaster. That means there are two different sides, two different tracks, and they will duel each other the entire time during the ride. And yes, they do. They will dispatch the trains at the same time, and it is a race. That's why it's Lightning Racer. You guys will race the other side until one of them wins, and usually it's thunder. On a good day, it will be lightning. It's all, I guess, dependent on gravity and which one can go faster, depending on which good day it is. So the stats I'm about to say is for both tracks. So the height of this roller coaster is 92 feet with a drop of about 90 feet. So that's really good drops. Those are the tallest drops in the park. Not the tallest height when it comes to wooden coasters in the park, but the drops on the wooden coasters at Hershey Park, these are the tallest because it is the newest wooden roller coaster located at Hershey Park. This roller coaster has a maximum speed of 51 miles per hour on both sides of the track, and both sides have a total length, and that is track length, of 3,393 feet of track. Boy, there are a lot of threes on there, aren't there? Both angles of drops are about 45 degrees, so they're not steep, but what's cool about GCI wooden roller coasters, and this for most of them, is it's not really about the steepness, it's about the fact that they drop and then curve at the same time. And boy howdy, do you feel that on Lightning Racer. This coaster definitely feels steeper than it actually is, and it does a wonderful job at that. Now this coaster is a really long ride. The overall ride duration, when the time including when you leave the station to the time you hit the brake run, is about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. That is massive. This is a long ride. You're going to be on this ride for a long time, and it's going to be worth your wait. And when I mean wait, I mean barely a wait, because since there's two stations, that means twice the amount of capacity, and boy howdy do lines move quickly on this when they're using two trains on both sides, and it works wonders. That means there's 4 trains going at once, and it is fantastic. So that is the overall facts about Lightning Racer. Now we're going to get in depth to experience. So first of all, Lightning Racer, there's not really a theme to go on. It basically is a race. So the only theme you have is in the station, where you either have the red sirens going off for Lightning has won, or the green sirens going off for if Thunder has won. And when you enter back, it'll say, welcome back, and the winner is Lightning, or the winner is Thunder. And it is so cool. That's basically the main theming about this is, I mean, there's some lightning bolts on the cars and stuff like that, and green is the color for the Thunder and red is the color for Lightning. So I mean, you have some theme about that, and of course it's a racing track, but there's no real huge theme about lightning and thunder and which one can be faster and all that other mathematical stuff that nobody cares about. So So anyway, but it's still a cool feature that the fact that they're making sure this is a racing coaster. I've never been to another park that is literally meant for this coaster to be so dedicated to racing that it literally says, welcome back and the winner is this. I mean, I've never been to Kingsman or Kings Island and say, welcome back guys, thank you for riding the racer. The winner is the north side or the south side. So that is a really good feature. So afterwards, you exit the station, you kind of do different S-curves So it depends on which side you're on, but I know on the Thunder side, you will make a left turn and then a right overall turn around, and then make a slight left turn up to the left. With the Lightning side, you do a small right turn, and then you kind of dip down left to get to the chain lift. It's overall kind of a small little helix. Now, it looks like Thunder's lift hill is bigger, but it actually starts beforehand. They're both the same height. It's just that the Thunder lift hill will start before the Lightning lift hill, but they all have the same height and same drop. So they both drop at a right curve, and then you come down, and as soon as you finish the drop, you go right back up left for some brilliant airtime, and it is great. Afterwards, you kind of almost do a double down. It's a very long double down, so I don't know if you would call it that. So you kind of drop, and then you turn to the left, do some great airtime, and then they do a big, depending on which side you're on, you're going to do a big turnaround. So it kind of goes out, and then goes back in to each other to go in a building where your photo will be taking. And it is so cool. This is where you get a lot of intensity, is right in this area where you get a lot of airtime, and then you get planted down, and then you have airtime coming out and then planted back in for the turns, and then you go back in. And during the time you're taking a photo, there's an airtime hill in there that gets a lot of airtime in there. So after you come out, we do bank lefts, and then do an airtime hill, and then they kind of split up, and then they will do a helix. One will go to the left, which is Lightning, and then Thunder will go to the right. They both kind of do a helix around each other, and then they meet up by doing some other bank turns, and then they meet up again for another helix where Thunder is again going to the right and Lightning will be going to the left. Then they meet up again for the finish, and as it finishes, it kind of does a small little double up, as I like to call it, where it kind of comes up, and then you get into the brakes, and that's the ride. It is very long and very fast, and it's amazing. This is more of a front row ride, I do have to say this. If you're in the back row, you're definitely going to get more of a rattle. This isn't the smoothest GCI, but it's a really great one. And you get more intensity when you're in the front too. You get more airtime and intensity. If you're wanting to be whipped into things, then you'll love the back, but there is a slight little rattle or shakiness to this GCI. By all means, is it not rough. It's just a small little rattle that is very noticeable. I don't even know if it's small. You can definitely feel yourself shaking, but by all means, it is not rough. But do I definitely recommend riding this ride? Absolutely. Do not go to Hershey Park without riding this roller coaster. This roller coaster is phenomenal. Arguably the best wooden roller coaster in Hershey Park. It is phenomenal. Some people consider it to be in their top 3 or just barely under the top 3. It is considered that amazing. It is such a great GCI, and a lot of people consider it the best GCI. And at night, this thing is fast. This thing feels like you're going faster than lightning itself. It is crazy. So definitely also try to get a chance of riding it at night. Of course, what's cool is they have lighting all around all of the tracks. So you're not going to be in pitch black darkness. You're going to have twinkling lights as you go across the entire coaster, and that's for both sides too. So there's a lot of light. It looks really cool from afar, but this is such a great ride. I'm going to give Lightning Racer at Hershey Park an A. So thank y'all for watching my first ever Fan Facts the Ride for a wooden roller coaster. I decided to start it out with Lightning Racer at Hershey Park. This is such a great ride. Hopefully you enjoyed this Fan Facts the Ride. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure to check out other Fan Facts the Ride videos that I've created. I have them in the playlist under Fan Facts Wednesday on the main home channel. And thank y'all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big old thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. That's all, folks. Thank y'all for watching, and as always, roller coaster fanatics, keep coasting.